In the heart of Arochukwu, a land steeped in mystery and tradition, lay the legendary Ibini Ukpabi caves, a sacred shrine where spirits were said to dwell. Deep within the labyrinthine passages of the caves, hidden by time and guarded by unseen forces, rested the Oja Aro, a mystical flute carved from the enchanted Iroko tree. The villagers believed its sound could awaken the ancestors and reveal the deepest secrets of the land, but at a cost few were willing to risk. Obinna was not like the other children of Arochukwu. While his peers helped their families with farming or trading, he was drawn to the forbidden places where whispers of the past lingered. His curiosity often landed him in trouble, but it was his way of understanding the stories told by the village elders. One Harmattan morning, while the village bustled with preparations for the New Yam festival, Obinna overheard a group of elders discussing the Oja Aro. The flute had been lost for generations, they said, and only a true-hearted child of Arochukwu could find it. The thought ignited a spark in Obinna's mind. If he found the flute, he could prove himself to the elders and perhaps become a hero. Without telling anyone, Obinna slipped away into the forest that bordered the Ibini Ukpabi caves. The trees grew thicker as he ventured deeper, their twisted branches forming an almost impenetrable canopy. The air grew colder, and an unearthly silence descended, broken only by a faint melody that seemed to call his name. Drawn by the haunting tune, Obinna followed it to a moss-covered rock where the flute lay glowing faintly. It was simple in design, yet radiated an aura of immense power. As soon as he picked it up, the melody ceased, and the forest seemed to hold its breath. Suddenly the ground trembled, and a towering figure appeared, cloaked in a shimmering mist. Its voice boomed like distant thunder. You dare to claim the Oja Aro? It is not a gift for the curious but a burden for the worthy. Will you accept the trials? Obina's heart pounded, but he nodded. I will. The spirit led Obinna to the edge of a chasm. To cross it, he had to walk a narrow, crumbling bridge, while shadows rose around him, whispering his deepest fears. Snakes slithered at his feet, and the ground shook as if to throw him off balance. Remembering his goal, he closed his eyes, steadied his breath, and stepped forward, trusting his instincts. When he reached the other side, the shadows vanished. In a clearing, Obinna faced a giant tree with branches that bore glowing fruits. The spirit instructed, pick the fruit that holds the truth. Among the fruits were many glowing brightly, but one small dim fruit pulsed faintly in rhythm with Obinna's heartbeat. Trusting his intuition, he picked the dim fruit. It burst into light, revealing a vision of Arochukwu's past and its hidden struggles. For the final trial, Obinna was taken to a river of crystal clear water. The spirit spoke. The Oja arrow requires your heart's purity. Cast something precious into the river to prove your worth. Obinna hesitated. The only thing he had was a pendant his late mother had given him, a keepsake he cherished above all. With trembling hands, he threw it into the river. The waters glowed, and the pendant returned to him, imbued with a golden light. Having passed the trials, Obinna was handed the flute by the spirit. Now summon the ancestors and let them judge your heart. Closing his eyes, Obinna raised the flute to his lips and began to play. The melody flowed as if the flute itself guided him, weaving a song of longing, hope, and unity. As the sound echoed, figures of light emerged from the trees, spirits of the ancestors who had guided Arochukwu for centuries. One stepped forward, an elder with kind eyes. Child, you have proven your courage, wisdom, and willingness to sacrifice. The Oja Aro is yours to protect. Use it only in times of great need and never for selfish desires. The spirits began to fade, and the forest returned to its natural state. Obinna, holding the flute tightly, felt a deep sense of responsibility settle over him. When Obinna returned to the village, he told the elders of his journey. Skeptical at first, they were awed when he played the flute, summoning a soft wind that whispered words of encouragement to the crowd. From that day, Obinna became known as the keeper of the Oja Aro. He used its power sparingly to heal rifts within the community and guide the village through times of hardship. Ibini grew into a wise leader, and the flute's legend was passed down for generations. Yet, the boy who had once been seen as reckless remained humble, ever mindful of the spirit's warning. The flute held great power but demanded even greater responsibility. The tale of Obinna and the Oja Aro became a story told by Arochukwu's elders, a reminder that true strength lies in courage, wisdom, and selflessness, and that the bond between the living and their ancestors is eternal. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Turn on the notification button to watch out for more videos. Like and share our videos.